customizing this Ibanez 7420 FM, and I actually wasn't going to do this one because I didn't know that these lumen lays would be coming in today, so I'm going to be putting these in. There's some questions about that. If you saw the last one, there's a little bit of iffiness on this 5-way switch. I may change it out, but I was able to come up with the wiring diagram that ended up working. Let me show you what I came up with. So now this does humbucker, so bridge humbucker, bridge outside single coil, both humbuckers, neck outside single coil, and neck humbucker. Let me see if I can bring up the this guy. Okay, so let me, I'm not sure if I actually put this, so let me, hopefully you can see my mouse pointer. Man, you know, I should have a different mouse pointer for doing some of this. So anyway, so here's how I ended up doing this. Okay, so for the neck one, I actually removed these two wires, this white and black wire on the DiMarzios are what makes the humbucker link. And on their switches, you short them out, and that turns into a single coil if you just wire up regular DiMarzio standard wiring. But it was actually shorting out the whole pickup, and so there's something going on in here with the blackout. So what I did is, I'm not sure which, but one of these pickups, all I did is I took off one of these. One of these wires is actually not going to the 5-way switch, and the other one is. And once I short that one to ground in those positions 2 and 4, that ends up working. Everything's cool. And so the question people had, can you use 2-wire humbuckers or switch to single coil with the blackout modular preamp? The answer seems to be yes, so that's working. I'm happy with that. So let me get back to this guitar. One thing that I did, the lock screws that hold down the saddles on these Ibanez Edge 02 tremolos, I'm not sure if it's the same on other edges, are junk. They're absolute junk. The I don't know if you can see this, but there's just not deep enough, so it strips out really easy. And so I'd stripped them out. I went to change them with stainless steel ones, but they stripped out just as easily. And so what I ended up doing was getting a number 8 Torx bit, and yeah, here it is. And that thing holds on pretty good. But you know, the way Floyd Rose does it is way better. Way Floyd Rose and Godot do it. They have a much deeper socket head, so it's not going to strip as easy. Let me grab a Goto. I don't know if you can see this, but these right here, the socket cap is so much deeper. You don't have to worry about this problem. And you know, if you're out in the field, these intonation things, if you couldn't tighten them, they would just shoot forward. You'd be done. But the T8 size Torx wrench seems to get it. So whatever. I changed out some of them, but there's really no point because the stainless steel bajillion-dollar ones are just as craptastic as these. I got the intonation pretty much right. So what's going on today is going to be, and remember I agonized over how I was going to do this, and I'm still kind of wondering if I'm going to do it right, but these side dots. I got my, like I say, I got my lumen lay. I got 2mm ones. I think these side dots are either 1.5 or 1.75, and I was agonizing whether to make these scallops this deep, which I love, or this deep. And it'd be this deep because of where that original dot was. But I kept saying, why don't I just put it where the fretboard meets the body? Then I don't have to worry about these things at all. And then I could scallop them all super deep. But I don't know. I still don't know. So what I was kind of thinking I was going to do was, and I finally bought myself this. Well, actually, I finally bought myself some T-handle Allen wrenches. Been meaning to do that for a long time. But I did buy myself a center punch. I used to have one. I'm not sure what happened to it. But this is an automatic center punch. And let me try it on my desk real quick. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That puts a very nasty hole in there. Let me loosen it up a little bit. That's still a very nasty hole. That is still a very nasty hole. But you know what? I'm okay with that. So what I was thinking about doing is putting it right on the bottom of the original inlay. I'm really thinking about putting it on the really thinking about putting it right where the body meets. Because what I don't want to do is like all my other guitars where I put the lumen lays in and I popped right through the fretboard. But let me just see what happens if I put the punch here, because this is going to be covered up either way if I do this. So I can feel a little bit of lip at the bottom. And if I just... Oh man, I don't know if I want to put that much pressure on my neck. Wow, that is a hard hit. That ended up right at the center of the bottom. Let's take a look at what this lumen lay is going to look like. That is smaller. Yeah, so I wonder, man, right in the center of this thing's probably perfect. It's just, I don't want to pop through the, fretboard like I did with all my other guitars. I'm really scared about that. Let me see if I can't get it a little bit more. I was thinking, I'm just gonna pop it in the center of the inlay and see what happens. Wow. Yeah, that is most likely going to go through, especially because it drills a little bit wobbly. I have a feeling that's going to go through there. Should I chance it? Let's see. Let's just see. I'm going to live dangerously. And another thing that I did, that I got, is this guitar doesn't have binding, so this time I'm going to use a lumen lay that doesn't have the side junk, the piping, because I'm not going to need it. Now what I'm thinking is to put a collar here to stop the drill bit, so that I don't have to worry about the length so much. So, I don't know if this is a good idea or what. I tried to get a drill stop collar, but they didn't have any skinny enough. So I'm going to take, I want to put this in about 3 millimeters, maybe a little bit more. Exactly 3 millimeters, but I got to deal with the point a little bit, so I'll pull it out a tiny bit. Let's see if that actually worked. That's about 3.5. I could actually go a little bit more. I'm getting a little stingy with these things. That's a little too far. Oh, yeah, man. Really hard to set this precisely. Okay, that's about perfect. Okay. So I'm going to do exactly what lumen lay says not to. And instead of drilling it up, I'm going to drill it down. And hopefully this punch hole is going to help. Oh, wow. No. Okay, that actually worked perfect. I think that I got one that's, yeah, there's one, the 21st fret is so close. That one might hit, but this actually looks really good. Let's see if that's deep enough, and let's see if that was the right size drill bit. Yep. Okay, so let me get some super glue. This is going to be the best looking one. This is going to be my cheapest, junkest guitar. So that's going to be somewhat upsetting, but I'll live. All right. So I wish I had... See, I need to get a neck jig where I can hang my guitar sideways and everything. Okay, so that super glue is nasty. I got to get it off of there as quick as possible. Stick that on there. Oh, I forgot to grab my cutters. Oh, no. Ooh, that's another thing I could buy at the hardware store is more cutters. So you can always, there's always more toys you can buy, which is just really bad. Okay. Oh wow, that was way too far of a cut. Okay, I gotta find something that cuts a little closer. That was bad. Okay. going to take a lot of sanding. Now I don't want to take any acetone to here. Just try and clean up the super glue. But that looks way better than my other guitar as well. Okay. Let me try the 7th fret real quick. So just put it right in the center. Maybe at the bottom of the center. No, I should put it right in the center. Put a little bit more in there. Okay, let me try this again. This collar seems to work pretty good too. And again, I'm going to aim down a little bit. Okay, that looks great. I don't know if it's deep enough. I don't want to wobble it around too much because it will pop through the fretboard. Okay, so I'm gonna punch all these real quick. And again, I forgot that I had my mic way over here. Sorry about that. Alright, so I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna put the super glue on the lumen lay instead of on the guitar, and I think I'll make way less of a mess doing that. Hopefully I'm putting enough on. I see. You know, back in my muscle car days, I could never get the right amount of I'd always end up with leaky valve cover gaskets. I mean, some part of it was the design of the valve cover gaskets, sure, but I was just really bad at putting on gasket sealant. You know, I watched, well, actually I didn't watch videos back then, but you know, I read all the books. I thought I was doing the right thing, and it would always leak. And so I'm not good at judging the amount of liquid products that I'm supposed to put on. Man, I need better clippers for this. I think this is the absolutely wrongest ones to use here. I'm wasting so much of this lumen lay material. At least like 4 frets worth already. Yeah, 2 more to go. Or 2 more frets, and then I got 2 more holes. Okay. I think this will work better though. I should be able to start filing them down real quick here. Probably better safe than sorry, but I don't want to jinx myself yet, but not a single one of these has gone through the fretboard. Unlike unlike my good expensive guitars, well, not really that expensive, but unlike my much better guitars, I haven't broken the fretboard on this one. This is my best lumen lay job so far by a lot. So I'm feeling a lot more confident now. These all look almost perfect. There's a little bit of a problem, but I'm running out. My other lumen lays, I got a lot more left than this. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I use something else. Maybe I'll watch the old videos and see if I use something else to cut the other ones. Either that, or did this one actually come with less? Oh man, I just dropped all those. This one actually come with less length, or what? I really like this center punch, man. Let me tell you. Okay. So let me put the drill index, not drill index. Okay. So we're probably gonna need some sandpaper. I'm definitely gonna get the diamond files out in a second. Let me see if I need to wipe off. Oh, let me see. Let me grab my glow in the dark stuff. So here's my glow in the dark bag. One of these lumen lays, I got a lot left. One I got about the same amount left here. I guess this is normal. Never mind. Alright. Let me put these away. So now, because this is a bolt-on, if I would have got these lumen lays before I put the neck back on, probably would have been even easier. Because I could file it a lot easier for sure. I got a flat file here. Let me see. Might end up sanding these at the very end, but and this is a diamond file. I could try using the rasp, but it's probably more dangerous than it's worth. I really wish this wasn't sticking out so far. This is kind of ridiculous. I don't think they stuck out that far on the others. This is starting to go though, so let me see. I'm really only going to need to sand this down much if I miss too much. And I don't know if you're supposed to like clear coat the top of them or something. Yeah, if I end up filing a little bit too much and hitting the wood, this diamond file is pretty abrasive. I'd say it's like a 400 or maybe 300. I kind of want to leave a little bit where I can feel it. Let me clean this up a tiny bit and then I'm going to show it to you. Probably just take some Neverdol to it and be done with it. mean, this scallop job looks beautiful, I think. So here it is. Yeah, you know, this super glue, I'm gonna have to sand that off. So I'm gonna take some sandpaper to this in a bit, but pretty happy with that. Pretty happy. Okay, I'm gonna let this super glue dry, and then the other mod. For some reason, I don't know if you guys have seen on Amazon lately, DiMarzio clip lock straps. It's like eBay. It's like they're auctioning them off. The prices have gone. This is the black one. This is like $20 or whatever. Not bad. I've seen them go for like $75 depending on color. Like, it's just crazy. And this one actually feels weird. I have another black one that feels like normal stuff. I don't know what this. In the world. This is Cordura fabric. I'll give it a try. This feels weird compared to the regular like seatbelt style ones, but one of my pet peeves for sure is people getting on stage without strap locks. You know, if it's your guitar, fine, but if it's if you're using one of my guitars or you're borrowing something, don't drop the guitar. And like, I mean, it's just like a virtual guarantee that people are going to drop these things. All right, so let me. I really like these clip lock ones. Plus, if you're using a wireless, you can just pop the clip lock and swap it out, and you don't have to adjust anything because it's gonna be the same length. Okay, where is my screwdriver? There we go. So I've always liked these clip locks, but man, they can be hard to get sometimes. It's just, I don't know what's going on. I think it may be one of those things where the purchasers do some weird stuff, and there's just a run on things that it happens. It's the craziest thing. All right, anyway, let me get this out. And so far this guitar's quality has been awful, so this just felt really like it's gonna slip right out, so I'm a little bit worried about that. Okay, where did I just put? Okay, here's the screw. So what you're supposed to do, these, figure out which one it uses. I might use the bigger one regardless. Let's try it. We'll try them both. What's the bigger one? Bigger one's the black one. I think that's the one I want to use. I don't want to crack this body though. Like I said, this guitar has had a lot of unfortunate quality control issues. Let me compare it to the old one. So the old one is the skinny style. Maybe I'll use the skinny one. This black one looks scary, but let me see how loose it is. I don't know. Do I usually use the black one? Yeah, I usually use the black one. So let me see. Does it tell you what to drill? Okay, if you're building a new guitar, doesn't have pre-drilled holes, and use the black screws, bushings and washers, and drill a pilot hole using a 3/32 drill for a hardwood body or 5/64 drill for so 3/32. Do I have that handy? I'm not sure what size is. Like, I need a drill. That's what I need to buy, is a drill index. The drill I was just using was 2.06 millimeters. But I may have a 3/32. Not that I'll be able to read it. 3/32 right here. Okay, perfect. Well, that was lucky. Right. I'm never going to be able to read this one again, but it was $1, so I'll live. Yeah, I need to. I'm going to order a drill index. Remind me to order a drill index. Okay. Okay, this is not. Hold on, let me just shove this way in there if I can. Oh no, that's it. Shoot. I'm not getting a good angle on this. It'd be better with the neck off. Try and get it as straight as I can. Wow, that is soft. Right, let me see. It said use for the black one. If you're building a new guitar that does not have pre-drilled holes, use the black screws, bushings, and washers and drill a pilot hole of 3/30 seconds. Man, that felt so soft. Wonder if I should drill it all the way in. Okay, so it's just short of the shaft. That is so soft. Tempted to shim that with super glue or something. Okay, so use the black ones. Okay, now where do the washers go? Washer go against the body? Yep, okay. I'd much rather have the stronger ones. Then once I'm done with this, the super glue should be dry. I'll take the sandpaper to everything. I do kind of want to leave the end of the lumen lay sticking up a little bit. I don't mind being able to feel it. I really like that idea of feeling tape on the back of the neck, the way the guy from, I don't know if it was Marilyn Manson or something does it. Forget who that was. And I should put some dual lock on here so that I can put my wireless on if I need it. Yeah, remind me to do that later. But really, I gotta buy a drill index. That is kind of a must. I got so many drill bits. Man, I don't feel super confident on this. I don't know, we gotta stop using stuff made out of wood and like blind holes and everything. Sucks. Alright, let me get the other end of this. And then, I feel kind of crappy, but I think after that I'm going to be going out to the skate park. We'll see. It seems like it's the bigger one. Yeah. I think that somebody, I think this is a replacement. I think this hole stripped out on somebody. That one is definitely as big as the black screws. Okay, but I'm gonna try to test drill this out anyway. So it's crazy how light bolt-ons are. Okay. You and use the black washer and the black insert and black screw. Okay, here, here, and here. Alrighty. I don't know if it matters. Yeah, go on Amazon right now and look at the prices of these things. It is so crazy, and I can get them locally for way cheaper. Like something funny is going on. Like every once in a while, speculators buy stuff. Like I have a special antibiotic that I need, and it used to be cheap as chips, and one of those companies bought it that like, you know, just I don't know. It wasn't as bad as those guys who like jacked up the prices of really important drugs, but I think it might be something like that. Some speculator may have bought this stuff. Man, I do not like how soft this is going in. I've little confidence. So I might end up super gluing or wood screwing and toothpicking this thing, sticking a skewer in or whatever. God, I've lost the vocabulary. I can't remember if you call those shims or what. It's not really a shim. All right, so. And I can't tell if my headstock got colored weird because I used what you would call, not naphtha, acetone on it, or yeah, it's really weird. It took on this weird color. All right, where's the strap? Oh, right here. Okay. Yeah, strap feels a little bit funny. Okay. Which side is the double side? Double side is after the loop. Okay. So. All right. So now I got a clip lock. Now, if you ever watch like the Chinese Communist Party companies, when they copy stuff, they don't always get it right. So, in fact, we're gonna go to Amazon real quick. We're gonna do some laughing here. 2 seconds. Amazon. Clip lock strap. Okay. So check this out. All right. So here's one for 25 bucks. I think it's the one I bought. 29, 47, 40. It's not actually that bad. I know there's some like $75 ones the other day. Yeah, $82 right here for this. That one looks different though. And there were some like crazy price ones on here. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, but let me show you something. So I don't know if you remember the Mike's drum clip-on mics that the CCP companies had copied, and the clips, they were like Sennheiser, like 609s or whatever, 602, I think 604. Let me pull those up. Okay, so if you ever seen these Sennheiser E604s, they clip on and the XLR comes out in the back right here, the mic cable. But when they copied them, they put the clips right behind here. So it was there's no way to actually use the mic clip and plug in a cable at the same time. And if you look at this one, these guys copied the DiMarzio clip lock, but you're going to see a fatal flaw here. Here we go. So they did copy it, right? But I might actually try and buy these and super glue something, but see if you can see the fatal flaw here. In fact, I mean, I hope the plastic's not junk, but like you get a pink one, purple one, cool, white, and green. I want a blue one. But can you see here? This is easy to see on the pink one. You see what the problem is here? One end's longer than the other. That's a little bit weird, but that's not really a huge problem. Here we go. See, now hopefully you can see this. Now, the whole point of these clip locks is that they're not going anywhere. You neck head spins on here if you wanted to, neck spins, whatever. It's not going to go anywhere because there is no. It's not the normal open eye hole on the end of a guitar strap that just falls right off. But this one, it's got it already. So like, what's the point? But I'm thinking you buy these things, super glue it together right there, and then it'll work okay. Or cut the end off and poke a new hole in it. But I think super gluing this hole should probably work. But Just so silly when people copy stuff wrong. All right. I think that's about it. Let me start. Students are starting to show up. I'm gonna file this end a little bit more. Okay, so like, yeah, this is crazy. I bought one of these guitar repair kits things from Amazon, and it came with really good diamond files. I didn't buy it for that. I just wanted the Allen wrenches, the string winder. You know, it's just one of those little pouches. And I think it was like 25 bucks or 18 bucks, and it came with fret protectors, which I've never had before. That was nice. Yeah, it looks like people are here. Who's here? That is Andy. All right. Yeah, these files are actually awesome, man. Yeah, now that's got a strap that's in my way. Let me see if I can. So, you know, some of these have the super glue sticking out, which I'm going to have to clean up. The ones past the body are going to be rather difficult. Oops. Yeah, see, I hit the wood here, which I didn't want to do. I'm hoping that when I hit it with the really high grit sandpaper, it'll clean that up. My right hand keeps going numb, which is scaring me. Okay. That looks good. This one could be better. That's great. So much. I don't understand why I didn't cut it off closer. Well, there's no reason I can't cut it off now. I mean, you know, maybe it'd hurt in the super glue or something, but let me, oh, I don't know why my hand keeps going numb. It's not good. Let me, I guess I'm supposed to test my blood pressure. Let me get some different clippers and see if I can't make this better. Let's see if this one cuts a little bit closer so I don't have to do as much. Oh yeah, I should have used this in the first place. Much better. Yeah, way better. Alright. I was thinking this one was worse, that's why I didn't use it. I'm sure Nipex makes a tool for this, so it should be absolutely a dream to use. I would have been able to keep so much more of that stuff if I had used this one. Alright, I can't get in on this one. That one's gonna be tricky. Nice. Perfect. It's Hawaiian food day over at Times, so maybe we're gonna have to go eat some of that, right? Kalua pig or Lau Lau, I'm not sure which one. I feel kind of mushy lately, so I'm leaning towards the Kalua pig. Now, if I really want to do this right, I'd take the neck off. You could probably do it way better, but you know, for neck through body guitars, that's not an option. So I got to figure this out. And this by far has been my best lumen lay install. This is it's not even close on the other ones. I did so bad. I poked through holes through my stuff, and this isn't perfectly symmetrical. There's a couple misses I did, but I'm pretty happy with this. Yeah, I'm really gonna have to polish that up. Okay, this one's gonna be tricky because it's gonna be sideways. 24th fret's gonna be really fun. Oh, I got super glue on the guitar. See, but again, these are my guitars, not any. I don't do this professionally, but I want to do it so well that I could do it professionally. So you know, I can't make excuses. Probably not that I ever would do it professionally. I mean, I have been paid money to work on guitars before, but electronics I'm a lot more confident in than the woodworking part of guitar work. I'm really having trouble with these two. I'm probably putting the wrong angle on them. Alright. I think that's good. So I do got to sand and polish a lot of this. Let's see, get these ones. Yeah, if I had a neck jig, I could hang this sideways so you guys can see it's a lot easier, but I'll show you in a second. Okay, so there we go. And you see all this crap hanging around? That's probably super glue. I'm gonna make this a little bit flatter, and then I'm gonna start hitting it with some sandpaper. Kind of want to get those fret eraser things or some kind of sanding sticks. I hate buying into Stu Max stuff, man. They cost so much, but some of the stuff looks really smart. Alright, so let's say 600 or 800 probably to start. Go through, here's some 800. 500, 2,000, 1,500. I don't imagine I got to go more than 2,000, but we'll see. I'm going to cut off a little bit of 800. And let's see how this goes. If I got to go harsher, I'll go to the 600. See, it's discoloring. Like, why is that lighter colored? You know, that's so weird about this wood. I've been very suspicious of it. Yeah, I might have to go down to 600. I'm not sure. I'm seeing the super glue making some trouble. Shoot, I mean, I could do 400. But that sounds harsh. Try some 400. Okay, so now I went through the trouble of putting the strap on, and I'm kind of happy if it wasn't there. Okay, I think that got rid of everything. Yep. Hope that doesn't make my neck feel crappy. Nah, it still feels pretty smooth. Actually feels great. I'm hoping the top of the, see the top of the frets are looking ugly now. Dang it. I have to clean that off. I don't know if that's going to be naphtha or what. That looks like $1,000,000, man. So funny that this is the cheapest guitar and I'm making it look the best compared to the other ones. Oh man, these last two. Ouch. Okay, let me. Oops. What did I just do? Yeah, see, I wasn't able to cut these off very close. And like, I'm sure this is something you're supposed to do with the strings off too, so. But so far, aside from all that dust that's getting all over everything, it's looking really good. Maybe, I'm not sure if these are going to be charged up this way, but I could turn off the lights in a second and take a look. Hopefully I'm not sanding the body. Yeah, these last two I couldn't get the cutters into, so it's not ideal. just a much more finicky position to work with. But man, that's so close to good on all the rest of them. See how I'm getting a clean spot of the sandpaper just by cutting off the parts that are all dusted up. Man, dust. Oh, it's looking so good before this dust. Yeah. And I doubt most of that dust is wood. That's probably the inlay material. It's starting to look good. Okay. Yeah, ideally this would be done without the strings on it. When you get the naphtha out. Okay, guitar, you were cutting into my skate part. Get a shop towel. Super glue should be well more than dry by now. Oh God, that looks beautiful. There's still some super glue marks. I'm not sure how I'm going to get those off, but we'll deal with that in a second. Let me throw this trim stop in here. Try and get the frets. I'm tempted to stop here, even though that was 400 grit. And I'll show you why. Yeah, still the stability of the Edge 02. I don't know. So far, it's been pretty good. I was playing with it. So this looks pretty good. This may not ever be completely right because I may not have gotten the center right. This one too. So the old inlay is there. But let's go on to 800 and see what that does. Hopefully it doesn't kick up a lot more dust. But if it does, that's okay. At this point, this is hopefully to get rid of whatever super glue marks are left, smooth stuff out. You see, I am making a little bit of dust here. I'm not needing to spend anywhere near as much time on it. You can see it's just really cleaning up. Look at that, it's all dusted already. Just a little bit of super glue here. It's gone. It's nice. Okay, let me I need to cut off one more little piece of 800. So 400 can go back. Okay. I'm gonna take a clue from that video I was watching. Write down what's on here. 800. Okay. Waste not, want not. Yeah, it's 24th fret. Probably not ever gonna look nice. I suppose I could somehow spend some serious time on there and get that one. Might even need a like 120 on there. really looking rough. Let me get the file back. Where did I put it? Here we go. Where's the naphtha? I was going to pour the naphtha on the file, but that's probably a dumb idea. You've seen me make many poor life choices, though, so you're like, oh, it's never stopped you before. Man, I feel like I just wiped all the diamond off of this. I hope the naphtha didn't do that. Uh-oh. Yeah, I might have screwed up. Go with the 800 again. Okay. More naphtha. I think I'm still seeing some super glue marks that I gotta get rid of. And the other day I watched a guy hassle a guitar repair shop. He had a 12 string, and I guess they were long standing, they know each other for a while. I told him, you always got to drop that off the day before. You can't really guarantee a super quick turnaround. And the guy's like, I got a show in a little bit, so you got to do it. Like, oh man, ouch. Everybody's seen Entitled. You can't necessarily call them choosing beggars or whatever in that situation, but that sucks. I feel bad for the repair guy. Okay, pretty good. There's some chatter marks in here. That's probably from the file. Let's move on to 1000. I mean, we're getting weird. This pretty much just feels like paper at this point. I don't know about the sand part. And it's becoming apparent that I just need to use much smaller pieces. So, I'm just going to cut those up. I don't know if that's a good idea, bad idea. We'll see. Sometimes I wonder, is the lightning of it, is that the sandpaper scratching it up, or is it just the dust? 19, 21, and 24. And there's some super glue on the body I got here, but not super crazy concerned. Alright, so I'm going to switch. Okay, so you still see some chatter marks and some other stuff. But when I go to 1500, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I still got to get rid of this crap. That's kind of making the problem look worse than it is. Yeah, see, it's just like grinding in there. Ah, getting dust. All right. Actually, so 1200 I'm going to do next. Do this one a little bit different. Be using the feed and wax on this one, okay? This is going to get messy. I know. When you use this stuff, it really pulls the dust out. May just stop there, actually. Looking great. Yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Let me close. Actually, I'm not going to close up the naphtha yet. Just put this away. Clean my hands because now I am a mess. Should be using the alcohol when I put it right here. I'll show you this in 2 seconds here because I'm gonna naphtha this a little bit more with the new shop towel. And I'm gonna stuff my face, and then I'll come back and clean all this junk up. How about that? I'm not sure if naphtha is like really bad for the strings or what, but let me show you what that did. So that was the 1500 with the feed and wax. That looks beautiful. Let's try something. I don't know if this is charged up enough. Okay, I'm gonna flip the lights off. I don't know if you can see it, but these are glowing. Actually glowing pretty good. Oh, actually this is awesome. Yeah, I know the monitors are still on, so that's kind of, it's hiding some of the lights, but telling you, this is actually glowing pretty good. Oh, my top dots aren't glowing that much. I wonder why. Let's try that. Let's see. really supposed to use a special type of light to charge these, but if it just sits in the room and my regular overhead light charges it, it's pretty good. You can see them glowing. It's not great. I don't know why. I mean, they look good from here. I'll definitely be able to tell where I'm playing. Alright, that's good for me. Like I say, I'm going to go stuff my face. I'm going to go ride my bike. Then I'm going to come back and clean up.